Hello and welcome to the Gastric Health Show. My name is Dawn Boxall and I am the host. And today we will talk about another topic, and it is geared more towards immunity. And it's titled, Did Weight Loss Surgery Change Your Immunity? Let's support it. I have some interesting studies that have been found with weight loss surgery that you might find valuable and give you some things to think about when it comes to immunity. Now, we all know there is no cure for the COVID-19 to date, and there is no evidence that any vitamin, herb, mineral, or such will cure it or prevent it. And there's no evidence that boosting your immune system is going to lessen the severity of it or change you getting it. But we can support your immune system so that it functions optimally and that you don't dip, that your immunity doesn't dip. So that's what I'm going to cover. I have no magic. I have no magic potion, no magic pill, nothing that is going to solve any of this pandemic problem. But I am going to offer you just some sensible, good, old-fashioned nutrition that we have known for a very long time that can help optimize our immune system and making sure that it is functioning appropriately, like it should be, and that our immune system isn't compromised. So that's my focus, is really let's just look at how our immune system is going to be impacted by food, and let's utilize and maximize those foods. So a couple of cool studies that I did find was that weight loss surgery can change immunity positively. So again, it's kind of cool how weight loss surgery, it changes your gut bacteria immediately after surgery. So I'm sure this is part of the piece. But one of the studies was just an animal study. And it was sleeve gastrectomy and Roux-en-Y gastric bypass attenuate pro-inflammatory small intestine cytokine signatures. So, sounds confusing. And I do have the link to the article, so you can read it if you're so inclined. But it does show that both surgeries do reduce the expression of pro-inflammatory cytokines. And that's kind of when you are having a compromised immune system, then that's when that inflammation is higher, and the cytokines are just evidence that your body is reacting to whatever, environmental things, food things, and it's impacting your immune system. Another study, it was on humans, and I will say it was only done for 3 months, so I would love to see this study go out a little further, go out maybe a longer period of time to see what changed after that initial phase after surgery. But they did find that weight loss induced by bariatric surgery led to significant changes in the adaptive immune cells. So this is showing that your immune cells were changed because of the weight loss from bariatric surgery. So that it's kind of cool that you can see that weight loss surgery does impact your immune system positively. So that's where you come in, because bariatric surgery, again, we say this a million times, is a tool. And if it can help calm the inflammation in your body and calm your immune system, it's up to you to maintain it. So how do you do that? And that's where nutrition comes in. Nutrition does play a role in how your body's immune system reacts. So our immune system is very unique to our age, our sex, and our genetics. So that I've talked about before, if you've listened to any of my other podcasts, that we have learned that our genetics, or whatever our parents and ancestors gave us, is not our destiny, and that doesn't mean that we're going to get their diabetes or their cancer or their heart disease. We have the ability to change that through the epigenetics, which is more diet and lifestyle driven. So we get to choose on the same level whether our immune system is in a calm state or our immune system is already kind of on overdrive. So arming our immune system with nutrients that actually have immune support and actually provide support to the immune system. Those nutrients are vitamins A, C, D, and zinc. So these are the ones that are going to impact it very positively and help you maintain a healthy immune system. So vitamins C and D are known to possess very strong immune support properties, and vitamins A and zinc are required for the development and the function of immune cells. So they have a different role, but vitally just as important. So the key is that you don't run out and buy a bunch of supplements. Our body actually does better when we get the vitamins and minerals from our foods. So that does not mean that a weight loss surgery patient should not take the bariatric vitamin protocol. No. You have to take your vitamin protocol, just as your program has recommended. And this is because we have altered your body's ability to digest and absorb nutrition, including vitamins and minerals. So even though our body does do best through whole foods, because it's more of a balanced approach, you don't have just one isolated vitamin or mineral, you have a whole package. You have several. And they're all at different levels, usually smaller levels. And that's how your body, everything works synergistically. So that's where, the food is a really big piece of it, but that doesn't mean you don't take your vitamins like your program recommends. So how to make immune supporting food choices. Vitamin A rich foods. Most of you aren't going to like this first one. Liver, that is your highest source of vitamin A that you're going to get. It is going to have the retinol form, and when it comes from food, it's in a balanced package that you cannot do anything like it from a pill. So you get, now I will say there are some people that will actually take like beef liver, and they will encapsulate it so they don't have to eat it because they don't like it, and that's okay, but for the most part, if you can do it through food, if you can do like liverwurst, for me, if I do organ meats, it's going to be in liverwurst. It's going to, I might do some chicken livers. I'm probably not going to do beef liver. I'm not a fan. I can't say that I've been brave enough to make it myself, but I do remember as a child having it. So, but I have worked my way up to the liverwurst and the chicken livers, and I do fine with those. So the organ meats are a great way to do that. So finding some liver and incorporating that is going to be your highest source. Mackerel and salmon are also good sources of vitamin A. Now, beta-carotene converts to the retinol form of vitamin A, but just at a lower conversion. So you're not going to get the same results as you do with liver and salmon and mackerel as you do with sweet potatoes and pumpkin and carrots and squash and kale and collard greens. Those are all great sources of vitamin A through beta-carotene, but it's not going to be the same as it would be with the liver. Vitamin C. So vitamin C rich foods are like oranges, papayas, strawberries, kiwi, spinach, bok choy, kale, broccoli, and any bell peppers. Those are all great sources of vitamin C, and you can easily incorporate those into many meals throughout the day. And I'll have links to different recipes on our website that you can get several different recipes to try that are rich in all these vitamins and minerals. Vitamin D, this one is harder to get from food. Our body does get vitamin D through our skin from sunshine. If you live in a area of the country where you don't see sunshine year-round or enough of it, that is where supplementing will be necessary for sure. I supplement with D. Even though I eat these D-rich foods, I still need that extra D boost from a supplement. And some of the D-rich foods are salmon, egg yolks, cheese, and mushrooms. Those are available that you can eat regularly and give you a good source of vitamin D. But still take your supplement, still get in the sunshine, and that will help optimize your vitamin D level. The last one is zinc. So zinc-rich foods, think of your proteins, your seafood, your beef, then pumpkin seeds, beans, lentils, legumes. Those are all really good resources of zinc-rich foods so that you can kind of get it just from your diet as well. So what else can you do? When you're doing these vitamins of A, C, D, zinc, these important ones that really help your immune system to function optimally, what do you need to take into consideration when you are having these types of foods? Fat-soluble vitamins need fat. So if you are having a vitamin A or D, make sure you're having it with fat at that meal, some type of healthy fat. Now, think of salmon. Salmon naturally has fat in it, so you wouldn't really have to do a whole lot, but maybe you could drizzle it with some olive oil or some avocado oil. Maybe if you're doing some of the beta-carotene rich foods, you could roast the sweet potatoes in olive oil in the oven and or roast the pumpkin seeds or something like that, and that would be a great way to do it. But those fat-soluble vitamins need fat. So make sure that you're having the healthy fat that you're doing at the meal that you're having it at. So think of throwing in avocado, olive oil, coconut oil, nuts, seeds, nut butter, eggs, olives, fatty fish. All those are going to help increase the absorption of those fat-soluble vitamins. You can also reduce your alcohol and sugar intake. Now, COVID-19 has really brought out some bad things in all of us, where we want those comfort things, or we want to kind of drown out some of these stressful feelings that we're experiencing. So that's where you really have to check yourself and make sure that it is you're doing it at appropriate amounts and you're not doing it frequently. So sugar, already a weight loss surgery patient knows to not eat it. If you've had a Roux-en-Y gastric bypass, you're not going to tolerate it typically. And alcohol, same way, you guys get intoxicated very quickly, and it's really not beneficial. Either one of these are not beneficial to maintaining a healthy weight. Although it might mentally make us feel better for a short period of time, this is not something that is going to be very productive long-term to keeping your immune system healthy or any part of your body healthy. But when it comes to your immune system, sugar does decrease immunity. Alcohol does decrease your immune system. So having those regularly is going to be a bad thing to do if you're trying to protect yourself and to make sure that you are healthy and your immune system is healthy. So the sugar and alcohol has to be excluded. So get adequate protein. So make sure that you are eating good, solid, dense meats at all your meals, and you're getting a good amount of protein every day. If you can't get it all from your diet, try to do a protein shake. so that you can maybe even make a protein smoothie where you get fruits and vegetables and healthy fats and everything in that protein shake. And then stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water, iced herbal teas, do warm teas, even just plain old water is a great way to stay hydrated so that your body has everything it needs to stay healthy. Now, what you should not do. Like I had said earlier, I really do not want you going out and buy a bunch of supplements. I really want you focusing to whole real foods for these vitamins A, C, D, and zinc. But if you're going to defy my plea, I would encourage you to understand this information about vitamins. So if you are going to purchase a zinc supplement, do not exceed 15 to 30 milligrams per day. Any doses above 50 milligrams in a day require copper support. They do work synergistically, and if you're on zinc for a long period of time at higher doses, like the 50 milligrams, you will need to have a certain milligram of copper to help prevent a copper deficiency. We do see that frequently. The next is vitamin A and D work synergistically, and it is best to have those at the same meal. So if you're going out and purchasing a vitamin A supplement, you should already be on a D supplement, most likely. They should be taken together. Don't take those at two separate times during the day. Take them at the same time with your multivitamin so that you're getting all those working together. Long-term doses of vitamin A at high doses, like 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, can lead to osteoporosis if you do it long enough. So you definitely don't want to add a vitamin A supplement and stay on this for years. That is a wrong approach. And if you're struggling with a low vitamin A and you added the A because it's just chronically low, you got to do it a different way to get it back. And not do a daily high dose of vitamin A, or you will end up with some osteoporosis. And then lastly, high doses of vitamin C can cause diarrhea. So if you add in, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C to help with your immune system, keep in mind that it can cause loose stools. And that could be why, if you start having diarrhea, that is the reason why. It's not of other causes, especially if you just started the vitamin C. So keep that in mind. If you choose to do that, which I don't recommend going out and buying a bunch of pills, I just recommend really focusing on those healthy foods and getting those into your diet on a daily basis will be sufficient. Combined with your bariatric vitamin protocol, you will be in a great place, and you'll be doing all you can do. And if you get COVID-19, you were going to get COVID-19 anyway. It is just how it was going to be. So don't think taking a ton of these is going to protect you by taking a bunch of pills. Take your bariatric vitamin protocol, eat whole real foods, and maybe kind of focus on those vitamin A, C, D, and zinc rich foods a little more right now, so that you are keeping that immune system functioning at optimal pace so that it can keep up with all that it's exposed to. So I hope that helps you guys and gives you some practical approach to this pandemic that we're under, and ways that you can just naturally support your immune system long term, way past once this gets over, then this will again help protect you long term if you continue to eat like that. So you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.